Have you ever felt like your past just disqualifies you from success? Have you ever been there? What if I told you that was your greatest strength? Your story isn't your weakness, it's what sets you apart in business. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to embrace your story, overcome self-doubt, and turn it into your superpower. Why do I talk about self-doubt? Because for me, that's been the number one. That's the number one thing that got in my way of building a business that I love. It's the one thing that got in my way of stepping up sooner. That fear of failure, that fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of not feeling enough because of my past experiences and because of feeling damaged. But the cost of self-doubt, paralysis in taking action. We don't take action when we feel like we're not good enough or we doubt ourselves because we're paralyzed, because we just keep learning and learning and learning, because we keep thinking, well, once I learn enough, I'll be able to do it. It's just not true. We miss opportunities to authentically connect with our audience when we don't start from where we are. When we reframe our story and we think about the power in our story, we were designed, you were designed, I was designed for a purpose. And it doesn't have to be some big, ridiculous event. It could be that you have learned how to make sourdough. I have a friend that has a business doing that, and she sells a sourdough starter and a guide for $7. Your experiences are your resilience. They're your unique perspective. My story is about never being good enough for those around me and playing chameleon to everyone. I developed a superpower of being able to breathe belief into anyone and unconditionally loving all. My story is to teach others grace and love and acceptance and standing up and being you, using your authenticity to be your unique twist in your business, in your life. No one else can tell your story the way you can. It is your unique twist. It's what makes your brand magnetic. It's what makes you magnetic. And you're a warrior. Your story proves that you're able to overcome every single worst day of your life. You're still here and you're still going. That needs to build the confidence in you and show you how that will allow you to connect to others. We don't connect to people who are perfect. We look at them and we think, I could never do that. When we see somebody who's hot mess or making a mess or dropping things, or hey, when I recorded this the first time, I forgot to hit record. Okay? You don't have to know why. But you can reflect on your story. You can see what you've come through, and you can look at why did you come through that story? Why did you keep fighting? Why did you continue to go forward? I know my why. I know what keeps me going. Your story matters, and you can use that strategically to share snippets on social media, to build that authenticity, to build that community, to connect with people, your people that are waiting on you. Build that authenticity by sharing tidbits of you, the real you. I'm going to give you a few things to talk about, the 3 things to do, like actionable steps that you can take. And that is to write down the key moments in your story, the key moments in your life that you've overcome. And right beside that, I want you to write down who you became because of it, or what did you learn through that experience, or who did you become through that experience? Because your lived experiences are your qualifications to be able to help others. That is knowledge that only you have and no one else does. No one else can. They're not you. In my last video, I talked about the 5 types of imposter syndrome. And knowing those is so important because you can see how when you are one of those 5 types, you understand why you're doing it and how you can shift that to see it differently. Shifting from I'm not enough to I'm exactly what someone needs. Knowing those also allows you to realize that so often it's the people that are needed the most that things like that get in the way and interfere, because evil is real. I've always said that the devil doesn't get in the way of people who aren't making a difference or doing good things or helping people. He gets in the way of those that are trying to do something good. I have a guide that will walk you through how to turn your story into your brand. I also have an upcoming workshop that's going to be walking you through that in 1 hour so that you're set up and you know exactly what you're about, what your business plan's about, and how you can help others. So stay tuned for that. And if you missed episode number 5, you can go back and identify the type of imposter syndrome that you might be struggling with. I have the free guide in my description. The link of the video is around here somewhere. There's a whole playlist for this playlist called Your Story to Your Business. I want you to see the possibilities, and I want you to understand how you could help others. And only you can help those that are waiting on you. You don't have to know it all. I can help you and walk you through that. I can help you get set up in the most simple way. I can show you how your story allows you to connect with people, because your vulnerability is going to build trust with you, with your people. And your authority is how you have overcome what you've been through and how you can help another person do the same thing. You have a purpose and you have a story, and you can have a life that you design, and you can have a life where you never have to say no again and you never have to miss another moment. I want to help you get there. I hope that you'll like and subscribe this video. Share it if you know someone who needs to hear. Grab the free guide below if you'd like, and you'll get my weekly newsletter with the link to the videos. And I hope that you'll hang out and continue. I'll be back next week. Always.